Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Johanna Muri and I welcome you to another episode of the first show of Nagaland TV, that is the Good Morning Show. So as usual, we will start the program with a passage from the Bible. Let's have a look.
Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. Hebrews 13:2.
We have learned from the Bible that we should show hospitality to strangers. We should always be kind to one another. Now, we will have a look at a think positive.
As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. Bill Gates.
Itiamihan top headlines sa iluwo. The Naga Mothers Association has conveyed its solidarity with the Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association to the demands to increase the superannuation age of medical doctors in the state. The NMA has urged the government of Nagaland to resolve the ongoing crisis at the earliest by accepting the genuine demand to ensure immediate reassumption of the normalcy in the healthcare services in public interest. With regard to ENSF Charter of Demands number 3 and 4 under NSSB, an unanimous resolution adopted on 8 April 2022, the Federation in the press release has directed all 7 federating units of ENSF to partake in a peaceful democratic agitation at Nagaland Civil Secretariat Complex, Kohima on 21st April and comply to strict democratic principles and continue agitation until further notice. Ceasefire agreement between National Socialist Council of Nagaland, NK Reformation and K Kango factions and Government of India has mutually extended the effect from April 28, 2022. GPR and NACN stated that a ceasefire agreement has been extended to bring about lasting peace in the state with the involvement of Naga people. The Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland on Wednesday announced the first ever education fair EDU Connect to be held on May 10 to 11 at Idan Complex in Kohima, where around 40 institutions will take part in the fair. The Department of New and Renewable Energy has launched a 5-megawatt solar power plant in Huviko village under Newland district, which is expected to complete by January 31st, 2023. Advisor of NRE Monlumo Kikon laid the project foundation stone on Wednesday in presence of PHE Minister Jacob Jimomi, RS MPS Pangnokonyak, and Advisor Tourism Kihovi Yeptomi. As usual, we will have a look at the print preview. Itu Morong Express, our Eastern Mirror, la front line, tekil likinasi don mohan print preview sa ilo. First, amihan Eastern Mirror basailuwo. So, front page te NIDA la ekta ulay na se. We all know what NIDA is. Itu issue ita bishi jaya se. That is the Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association para mass casual leave lobo ko opor itu ekta ulay na se. So, let's see what it has written. The Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association on Wednesday decided to put its ongoing agitation to hold in view of the cabinet meeting convened on the same day to decide the superannuation age of government doctors. So, NIDA para tahan mass casual leave ke hold kuribo kushe. That is, they will rest tahan agitation tato. They will stop for a while. So, because the cabinet meeting ekta logo le se itu superannuation age mamla la opore kota kuribole itu nimite tahan itu cabinet meeting logo lesi to nimite tahan la mass casual leave rukhai dibo kushit itya garne. NIDA has called for a 3 days mass casual leave to protest the failure of the government to resolve superannuation age. The agitation concluded on Wednesday, but the association had earlier threatened an indefinite strike if government fails to fulfill its demand. Moikoi thoga nishna, NIDA has called for 3 days mass casual leave because tahan mang kuri thagya their superannuation age, that is the retirement age, tahan 60 days itya Nagaland la retirement age to nimide tahan 60 noina 62 de kuri bi kushe. And NIDA, that is the Nagaland In-Service Doctors Association, has asked for this. They have asked for this because other states in other states in India has got the superannuation increasement from 60 to 62, whereas in Nagaland it has not been implemented yet. So NIDA is asking for implementation, and the government has failed. Tahan ultimatum dishe about 1 year, I think, but government ba iku response na den nimite tahan 3 days mass casual leave. And Mohan Kalibi Saishe about on this regarding this issue, and we saw that a lot of patients were affected. That around 550 patients were affected. They were deprived of medical treatments, and patients ambishi phuikaise etunimite. Government be, I think they are trying to find a solution on this, so they have held a cabinet meeting to discuss on this issue. So the statement from NIDA said that almost all NIDA members, both regular and contractual, had voluntarily availed casual leave during the 3 days protest. So NIDA members, NIDA association, the kun members say, be it regular or temporary or voluntary, tahan nijor voluntary mane tahan nijor casual leave low gina stand luishe because tahan la demand fulfill na hua nimite. However, the district health unit heads, all chief medical officer of district and medical superintendents, 2 of the districts were exempted from the preview of the protest. The chief medical officers or district medical superintendents of the district hospitals were exempted. Tahando include wanai itu mass protest. And then Nagaland government parato leave na lobi kushe and stated that Nagaland government will take strict action, and kun yade mass leave loye se tahan casual leave lohan ke Nagaland government ma strict action lobo kushe, and then no work no pay la hisab dewa jawo kushe. But they went ahead with the protest, and now they have put the protest on hold, and government is trying to have a cabinet meeting on this issue. NIDA said that the patients who were undergoing treatments were attended during the strike, and emergency life-saving surgeries were conducted in some district hospitals. Yetahan leave luinabi emergency cases han be attend kurishe, and then some patients who were under treatment were also attended, and then kunba emergency surgery han be hospital kunba they attended kushe. The association initially stated its agitation in January 2021 by wearing black armbands in protest to non-fulfillment of the demand. Itu agitation to asol to January 2021 they start huala se tahan they wore a black armbands yede artahan arm de black band lagaishe to show the agitation has begun. The association was compelled to take the drastic step as the government failed to fulfill its written assurance of resolving the issue within a period of 1 year, not exceeding 1 year from April 17, 2021. Like I've mentioned before, they have given an ultimatum to the government, and the government has assured them to resolve the issue on. They have given the ultimatum on April 17, 2021, and likewise 1 year there was no solution regarding this. So the association had to go forward with that drastic step. And now we will see the NMA conveys solidarity. So NMA, that is the Naga Mothers Association. Naga Mothers Association, Nagaland la sob mothers la association ase. Tahan barabi NIDA ge support diya se. This convey this solidarity. Tahan la support NIDA ge diya se on the demand to increase the superannuation of the medical doctors in the state. Naga Mothers Association barabi ko ase ki it's genuine. NIDA la demand genuine ase ko gina. Tahan lode support kurina se. In a representation to the Chief Minister, NMA has urged the government of Nagaland to resolve the ongoing crisis at the earliest by accepting the genuine demands of NIDA and ensure immediate resumption of normalcy in the health care services in public interest. As a mother, chinta thage kun hulibi itu nimide Naga Mothers Association. You can understand from this particular paragraph that they are very concerned about the health being of the public. Itu nimide NIDA hanlaki demands say they are Naga Mothers Association has urged the Chief Minister in the representation to solve the ongoing crisis at the earliest by giving what they called as a genuine demand of NIDA. Genuine kwado mane NMA brado full support there si NIDA ge. It stated that it had been demanding better health care for decades and witnessed acute shortage of specialized doctors, general practitioners, nurses, lab technicians, medical equipment and medicines in many CHCs, PHCs and district hospitals. Naga Mothers Association parabi koise ki Nagaland te shortage of doctors ase and there are not sufficient doctors, not sufficient specialized doctors in the CHC, PHCs and district hospitals. So Naga Mothers Association has also asked to resolve this issue as well, maintaining that the state is in dire need of good medical colleges, nursing institutions and better healthcare facilities, especially in rural areas. It thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for increasing the superannuation of age of doctors in the country. Last year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi para COVID time te superannuation la age to increase kodishe. Huli bhi mohan la state te implement korana itu nimite Naga Mothers Association para Prime Minister ke to thank kurishe dhanyabad dishe. Aru state government ke bhi kushe ki mohan la Nagaland te to medical colleges nai. In Manipur de sailibi RIMS ase, Shillong de sailibi NIGRIMS ase, alak bal medical colleges and medical phana se holibi Nagaland te to mohan la ikui ni gana itu nimite state government ke urge kuri ase ki itu han anibi aru Nagaland limite bi bhal hobo. It's an advantage to the state as well. It said the state government must create an immediate advertised post of all categories of healthcare professionals, doctors, nursing, physiotherapists and lab technicians to ensure balanced healthcare and citizens of right good healthcare. Mohan ki post khali thagile itu healthcare fane, that is doctors, nurses, physiotherapists, lab technicians kan la post kan te fill kuribi koise so that the healthcare centers are balanced and citizens get right and access to good health. The NMS stated that the 2 medical colleges in the state should be made operational by the earliest so students can study in the institutions. Mohala 2 medical colleges is underway. Itya banai ase holibi. It's taken a very long time, but itya tak it's not functioning. Itu nimite Naga Mothers Association para itu 2 medical health centers ke bhi jodi khotom hoi gina mohan la students han ke bhi tade seat di gina jodi puriwo diwole itu nimite itu paragraph itu la kotha koi ase. And then the association want to urge doctors in government hospitals to sincerely provide their services and maintain normal ethics towards public health. Yes, mohan dikhi pai ki Nagaland te kunba doctors, government doctors hando jaile bhi na thake kityaba and so many issues are going on. So Nagaland government, as they have supported, they have also stated and they have also urged the government doctors to be very sincere in their job, and then tahan la kiki kama se tu nimite bal par kurigina patients and get bal treatment dibi koigina be urged koina se. Accountability must be strictly maintained so that we proudly claim the best health services in all areas in the state and the services it added. Okay, to mohan la yate nida la do yate ba khotom hobo. Now we will see that is the next one is ENSF to start its first phase of peaceful agitation today. Yes, another agitation. ENSF, that is the Eastern Naga Students Federation. On Wednesday they announced kurishe that is they will start the first phase of peaceful democratic agitation. Tahan la last year para mang kurikshe tahan deri huishe itu kiki state la post noile kiki vacancies ase tuhan fill kuribole ituhan la news bi jai dekishe. Then Eastern Naga Students Federation Wednesday announced its first phase of peaceful democratic agitation will commence at 9 a.m. today. That itu peaceful agitation Eastern Naga Students Union la itu 9 a.m. aji 9 a.m. para shuru hole ase. Thursday, following the lapse of his 30-day ultimatum served to the government of Nagaland to address its demands including extended department and posts in the Nagaland Staff Selection Board. Tahan na government of Nagaland ke 30-day ultimatum dishe yate mohan la Nagaland la extended department post ki ke se Nagaland Staff Selection Board NSSP regulation 2022 te halibo nimite kwala se. In a directive to the student, the student body has asked only 7 federating unit to send at least 150 volunteers with each traditional identity attire. Tahan la ENSF Eastern Naga Students Union dero there are 7 federating units Eastern Naga Students Union lato, they have asked all the federating units to at least send 150 volunteers each with traditional attire. Mohan Eastern Naga Students Union la bitore kun federating unit is a 7 federating unit tahan ge traditional identity cholaina itu at least 150 members ke pathawi kushe for the agitation. Aru itu agitation to Secretariat te ba lole se Kohima te aji pra start kurigina. For a democratic agitation to be held at Nagaland. Yes, like I've mentioned, Nagaland Civil Secretariat Complex in Kohima. While asking the participants to strictly maintain peace, it said any unwanted consequences due to one's direction should be sole responsible for the violator. Tahan ko anishna idu ekta peaceful agitation hole say no kind of violence is going to take place in this agitation. It's going to be a peaceful agitation. So if somebody goes against its will and does something out of the blue, then the agitation, then the ENSF will not be responsible and the person will be responsible for its own. So itudo mohan yadewa khotom gudubo, and then we will go to Morong Express. Morong Express te ki likhina ase to mo size ho. So Morong Express te likhina ase ceasefire agreement with 3 Nagaland political group extended. Ceasefire. So the government of India has extended the ceasefire agreement. Ceasefire agreement to ki ase itu Nagaland laga 3 political groups para ceasefire agreement sign kurina ase. So a statement to the effect was issued by Union Ministry of Home Affairs logo de ekta itu agreement la pataise tan ceasefire extend kurbo kana 1 year. The MHA said that the ceasefire agreement in operation the government of India and Naga National Socialist Council NSCN National Socialist Council Reformation NSCNR and Naga National Socialist Council of Nagaland ke Kango Tanpra decide kurishe ceasefire extend kuribo for further period of 1 year from effect tan 28 April para loigina 2022 para loigina April 27 2023 nimite itu ceasefire sign kuri ase aru itu agreement tahan Piyush Goyal lo the sign kurina dishe. This agreement was signed on April 19 2022. The statement read in the statement by NSCNR Ministry of Information and Publicity informed that the ceasefire agreement between the government of India and NSC and GPR reformation was extended in 2008 to April 18 2022 to April 27 2023 nimite extend kurishe aru in New Delhi for a period of 1 year nimite ceasefire extend kurishe. Ceasefire extend kura mane itia tan war na kuribo itu nimite hi ko ase. The ceasefire was extended for furtherance of the congenial atmosphere between the government of India and the people of Nagaland to achieve lasting peace. Tagibo nimite to ceasefire extend Korea lase and negotiation settlements to the Indo-political problems. Itu Indo-political problems kiki chuli ase itu nimite the ceasefire agreement between the National Socialist Council of Nagaland NK Reformation NK Kango factions and Government of India has been mutually extended with effect from April 28 2022. It was a press release they were issued kurishe. Minister of Home Affairs stated that it has been extended and the ceasefire agreements for further period of 1 year with effect from April 28 from 2022 to 27th April 2023 with NSC and NK and NSCNR informed on 18th April 2022 to 17th April 2023 with NSCNK Kango. These agreements were signed on 19th April 2022. Arumuhan Jani Paishe that the delegations of the faction signed the extension papers along with additional secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs Moikwe Agede Kwanishna Piyush Goyal lo de signed kurishe Thursday day. A statement from GPR and NSCN said that the ceasefire agreement has been extended to bring about lasting peace and the involvement of Nagaland people. The release also mentioned that ceasefire ground rules will be subjected to mutual review and amendment with the involvement of both parties, and in case case or arise kurile tahan itu responsibility lobo gushe. So print preview yadewa khotom koribo moi aru itia mohan khotom hoise print preview, so we will have a look at the fact of the day.
Service Day is celebrated on April 21.
Now coming to my favorite segment, that is the morning melody. Iti amuhan gana ekta hunilobo.
Pieces of gold. We're not addicted to the violence. You made us burn down our home. You talk about religion with your tongues of cruel intentions. Where's your God now? So as you feast on our ambitions, think of us, the unforgiving, with the fallout. You put our necks on the track. So fuck your mad addiction for pacing
was a very nice morning melody by the Polar Lights. So the show has come to an end. Thank you so much for tuning in. And before you leave, please have a look at the weather report as well.